Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Tower of Time. Where we left off last time, we were looking around trying to figure out what we had missed for this one battle in one chest. There is this thing here, this old typing device and this lamp. I know the code is 3456. We found a note with that on it earlier. I didn't know what it was for, but it's actually for this. I forgot this existed. So we press the lamp again and there is Yorick and a Master Engineer chest piece, as well as a relic chest. We're gonna save, we're gonna grab the chest piece. It's a pretty nice chest piece. 3 speed, ethereal absorption, which is a lot of mana regen. And we're gonna give that to our engineer. Yeah, because she is using that ring that drops her mana really low, but she needs all the mana regen she can get, so we can keep casting spells with her while she has no real baseline of mana. And we have Yorick to fight. I'm not sure what a Yorick is. A lone wraith hovers before your party, its body covered by a thick layer of crystallized mana. It must be poor Yorick, waiting for her beloved for 1,000 years. Your champions approach and prepare to greet him. When the creature suddenly attacks, it's either her or him, and I don't know which one it is now. 20,000 hit points, 45 armor, tons of resistances, like a lot of resistances, drains life and mana, and it summons a stone of T. I don't know what that means. We'll figure that out. Where are we going? Okay, it's right there. We're going to surround it with our everything. Now we have to wait for her for a couple seconds to get her mana to do the actual attack again. Okay, we should be good to go now. Alright. Having such low mana is definitely a little bit of a hindrance in the beginning of the fight. It should be fine as we go along. I can't imagine it's going to be a big problem, but definitely in the initial stages it's a little bit wonky. Let's just get everything going on it. Get as much front damage as we can. She's at about half health or so. He or she is about half health. Dead. I think we're about to win now. Alright, now we can kind of see that was actually a pretty good DPS check all around. So the Titan did 94 DPS, the Roas did 113 DPS. Our Ant, of course, didn't do a whole lot, but he took a bunch of hits. Not even as much as the Titan, though, to be fair. I think the Titan is better than we gave it credit for initially. Anyways, our Archer did 4,400 DPS, only 2,000 with our Whisper, but this thing had high elemental resistance, so yeah, pretty good fight. Wasn't too hard either, which is nice. And some plus health armor and some skill power increase on it, but mostly the plus health, and that is actually the end of this level now. We're done everything. Range lamp. We can head back out. We're going the wrong way, of course, as is tradition. And now we can go down to the next level. We have 3,500 gold. We haven't done the newest challenge mode yet, I don't think. In fact, I know we haven't. I wonder if there's another blueprint down this level. I'm hoping for another magical tower increase, so we can get Whisper and Eric up to level 12 each. And then, actually, if we have... I wish we could just upgrade one building for all of our people's levels up increases. Like, for example, if we used... Rackham... No, not Rackham. Rackham's Tinker. If we used... What's the third melee character? Boron? If we used Boron... Maeve and Kane, all of them are out of the barracks, I think. That's what it is? Something like that anyways. And it would just be one building for all three of them. But we have need all three buildings for us. Wow, look at the size of this place. I wonder what they were stockpiling in all those containers. Rackham quickly leans over an open container, practically falling inside. He then rushes to another, crouching beside it, peering up and into it through a gaping hole in its side. Empty, the whole lot of them, I reckon. Some kind of mana storage containers. Are you certain? Indeed. I can sense the residual magical energy, there's no question. They must have had enough magic to rebuild half of Artara stored here. I wonder what happened to it all. Good question. There's only 2 quests here. This is a very brief level, apparently. And no fights, just... Oh no, there we go. Now it's updated a bit more. Okay, 2 main quests, 2 side quests, 2 blueprints, 3 enchantment scrolls, 7 battles, 8 chests. Apply slow for 10 seconds, has an 8% chance to daze enemies. A Titan Great Helm. An expedition note. One of your party members catches sight of a backpack on the floor. Maeve scoops it up and searches every crevice in the span of 2 breaths. All she comes up with are 2 torn pieces of paper. When both halves are placed next to each other, they read, "We finally managed to capture one of the power sources from the constructs just before it was destroyed. So strange that the power sources actually leave the units once they are disabled. I wonder where they go and why, but those are questions for another time. Today is a day to celebrate. Huzzah! The construct's power sources are compatible with the technomancy equipment we have among us. The power just one of these units provides is nearly unbelievable. A handful more, and all of our power worries will be over. When we return, I must personally thank Magus Sleeth. None of this would have been possible without his direction." Some Titan Sabatons? I guess Sabaton or something like that. This looks so different than I remember, though admittedly I don't remember much. It looks like there's some sort of explosion here. More than one, laddie. One explosion couldn't take out all these bridges. Does this mean we have to go back? Not necessarily, Lowborn. Not all bridges are physical in nature. Look there. The party looks towards the edge of an island where a solid black crack hovers in midair. Surrounded by thick, pulsating white energy, the whole seems to draw in all the nearby air. When Whisper moves closer to inspect the black vapors spilling from her hand, rush towards the crack where they disappear. As she moves her hand behind the crack, her vapors are unaffected. Odd, I sense no magical essence here. I know of no technology that can create this effect. Regardless, it is indeed a gateway. The only question is, do we have the courage to travel through it? Maybe in a minute, but there's something down here I want to grab first. It's Titan gauntlets. Who can wear those? Sounds like a cane thing. It is. I mean, I'm just gonna say we could probably make Kane very powerful with all of this gear. Hold off on it though, for now. What level is Kane? Is he level 10? Can we just sub him back? He's level 9, so we could totally just sub him back in if we needed to. Alright. Kane walks before the hovering spot of fractured space. His hair raises up off his head, rushing towards the black portal to the unknown. After securing his gear to his body, the shield guard looks back over his shoulder. I'll go first. If it's a trap, then let it spring on me alone. If it's safe, I'll send a signal. The shield guard glances to Maeve, who opens her mouth to say something, but hesitates. In the slight pause, Kane turns and steps through the blackness. He vanishes as if slipping behind a heavy curtain. I don't believe my eyes. Where in Artara are we? Clearly we're not in Artara anymore. We are somewhere else. But does it really matter, lassie? As long as this light underfoot stays solid enough. As long as this light underfoot stays solid enough? There we go. That's probably what they meant, if I had to hazard a guess. A massive semi-translucent conduit swirling with energy rises up from below the platform. Your champions look on in awe, offering wild speculations as to the nature of such alien engineering. Perhaps an ethereal vegetation like barnacles growing on the side of a ship. More likely structural piping to transfer power or waste. Perhaps they're tentacles of a vast space creature which comes out to feed on unsuspecting travelers. Your champions move away from the oddity and quickly return to their quest. It's beautiful though, like... You gotta give them credit, they did a great job with the atmosphere and everything in this game. A small chest and some sort of ball thing. Don't stand in the middle of the square. Absolutely astonishing. What absolute power the creators of this world must wield. The secrets they must learn, watching through such a lofty window. This does not feel right to me. We should not be here. We must retrace our steps and find another way. Caden backsteps towards the portal, his eyes darting from side to side in a frantic tempo. Okay, what's wrong? We don't belong here. We need to get out while we still can. Leave? We just got here. How could you possibly pass up the opportunity to leave a place like this? I could spend the rest of my days here, as if this place were truly home. We can't leave now. My lord is counting on us. We have pledged our honor and loyalty, and to turn back now would disgrace our names. I'm sick of this crazy tower. I want to be done with it. Forget the machines and metals of old. Oh my, look there, near the tower. There's a tiny man. There's a tiny man. Hello, tiny little man. I grow tired of these cat and mouse games. If an enemy lies in wait here, let them show their face. What's going on with all of you? As the engineer of old quarries, her new friends, you feel a strange tingling throughout your body. You are suddenly overwhelmed with feelings of anger, fear, passion, admiration, joy, and more. They hit you in waves, one after another, with no logical explanation. It is during these strong emotions you feel the thoughts and senses of your champion slip from you. You can still sense them, but they arrive broken, disjointed, no longer complete and consistent. Or still, their thoughts and emotions seem totally out of character. It is an unnerving feeling, and the more you try to regain your connection, the less effective it seems to be. As you struggle to get your bearings, a horrifying thought crosses your mind. Is it possible losing control of your champions now will sever your connection with them permanently? Can you afford to take such a risk? Perhaps if you focus all your strength, you can impose your will on the party and purge them of this unstable influence. Or perhaps the only way to regain complete control is to distance yourself from the party and let the situation run its course. I don't know what I want to do. Distance. Yeah, that worked out pretty good for everyone, except for Maeve. After a moment of reflection, you realize it's not your place to change the way your champions think or act just because a moment is unexpected. While their thoughts and feelings are not in character, who are you to say Kane's instinct to fall back is wrong, or Maeve's sudden push towards honor and glory should be stripped from her? Something in the back of your mind tells you that this is a test of their convictions. If your champions can weather this emotional storm, they'll be twice as strong and twice as committed. You loosen your focus and let your champions find their own way. What's wrong with yourself, Metal Arm, huh? Elf in a tree, elf in a sky, an acorn falls, a butterfly flies. Stop it. What need have we to save our tower if we can live in this place above and beyond? Quickly, everyone, back to the tower while we still can. Stop it. There is no honor in retreat, Kay. There's only honor in a glorious death. I'll crush their heads and stomp their bones, tear them limb from limb. Stop it! The engineer's voice echoes around the party as if called out in an endless hall of metal. For many moments, the girl removes her hands from her ears and looks to her companions, all of whom lie on the floor. Kayla immediately rushes to their side, relieved to find them alive, merely unconscious. One by one they come to you, expressing vague recollections of their thoughts just moments ago. But each champion speaks and acts as the engineer has come to expect. There are places in this world where even giants dare not tread. I suggest we move on with haste. Aye, laddie. I second that. Crazy. That didn't actually open when we opened it. It just sort of gave us stuff. Weird. This looks like where there'll be a fight. Oh, there's a fight coming up. A half-dozen Deva constructs stand before the party. No light emanates from their armor and their heads are lowered against their chests. Abandoned? Or trap? Cautiously, Maeve, stay at the rear. Must you be so negative about everything? I mean, he is kind of negative. But at the same time, every group we've come across has wanted to kill us, with the exception of our characters. I love that monolithic black stone. It's stone or metal, something like that, but it looks really cool. The starscape on the monolith is teeming with detail and depth. An occasional twinkling or shooting star implies there's more to this object than meets the eye. As the champions approach, bright red light emits from the eyes of the Deva constructs. They raise their arms, summoning forth weapons of pure energy and attack. You were saying? They have lightsabers! We're in trouble. Lightsabers. What are we fighting? What are we up against? No towers, no portals, just a straight up brawl? I think it's just a straight up brawl. Let's move up to here-ish. What is that thing? An exo heavy. Okay. Well, let's get this party started. gonna quite summon my thing yet, because I think we're gonna need it to tank other monsters coming from other directions. Although we have a very solid single directional attack right now, mono-directional attack. Although there are 2 portals up here, so I'm guessing there's going to be more coming shortly from this direction. But so far we've done a quarter of the fight and there's been nothing. Fine. Oh, now they come. Just as I do my thing to get a thing out. That's just my luck. We have 5 seconds left until we can get another end, so I'm not too worried about this. Oops, that was the wrong ability. Crap. Run up, grab as much mana as you can. Oh, that'll have to do. Why is my bow not shooting anything? Oh, it is. Okay, good. It's just slow. We're half done this fight. Shoot that one in the head. Get that out there. We'll keep our eye casually on this side. Even though I think we'll be just fine. %. Our Titan can take care of that one easily. I'm not really sure what this one's trying to do. It's just running away from the little robots and dying horrifically. 88%. Let's watch our Titan win. It got dazed. Come on, Titan, undaze. Punch him in the face. No, don't use that attack. That attack sucks. Well, it's good sometimes, but it's not good against these guys. There's your damage. Come on. Hit him like you mean it. Another daze. Alright, we just need to finish this fight. We didn't have all day to wait around for him to be undazed and punch it. A new gun. It's okay. Alright. What are those? A deep rumbling hum sounds out all around your party as your champions look in all directions, trying to pinpoint the source of the sound. Balls of glowing energy appear from thin air. They surround your party, floating at chest height. The Deva creatures. Whisper throws back her hands, filling them with deep crimson energy. Before the mystic can unleash her power, Boron raises his hands before her. Wait, they have not attacked us. With Boron's words, the hum disappears. One of the forms of energy intensifies as a scratchy voice calls out. As it finishes each group of words, the remaining orbs of energy repeat them in a softer tone. So these beings still live. Our calculations have proved incorrect. Another being of energy glows bright and speaks, again followed by all the others in a softer tone. Savage, aggressive, primitive. Return to imprison us. There is no alternative. Extermination is a necessary requirement. Wait, we've not come to harm you. We're only trying to reach the bottom of the tower. False creatures, you destroyed our exoskeletons only moments ago. Well, your exoskeletons attacked us first, actually. Corrupted exoskeletons, not Deva. We only defended ourselves. We have no quarrel with you. Will you not let us pass peacefully? The hum returns as the spheres of energy grow and diminish in luminosity, slowly at first, then with greater speed, and in seemingly random patterns. Eventually, as the beatings illuminate and diminish with dizzying speed. After a few moments, their illumination collectively lowers, returning to its previous state. You are in our domain, subject to our rules. Past, you must open yourself to judgment. This does not bode well. What's the matter, mistress? Too many secrets? I have nothing to hide. Nor I. What are the consequences of failing your test? Permanent expulsion from our territory. Very well, we accept your terms. What exactly are you judging us on? Primitive beings, conflicted in desire, intent, and actions. Morality is an unsophisticated concept foreign to us. When beings are false, in the sacred trinity, chaos ensues. There can be no trust. Desire, intent, and actions must all be in harmony. And how will you know what we desire? Will you have each of us fill out a questionnaire? One last chance for refusal. If you accept, there's no turning back. The party converses among itself as the Deva watch on from their eyeless forms. After a quick affirmation among themselves, Kane agrees on behalf of the party. Each energy being then glows brightly, flooding the entire area with blinding light. Everyone shields their eyes behind their hands, arms, and weapons. A deep reverberating hum sounds out and the light vanishes. Rakim is the first to peek over the edge of his axe blade. They're gone. So much for finding out what makes us, us. All that you are is now known to us. You may proceed. We will be watching, but pay heed. There are creatures in this place that pose no threat to the Deva, but are dangerous to your kind. This is probably one of the coolest levels I think we've been in so far. This is a energy bridge that we cannot go over yet because it's not open, I guess. What is that? That is super cool. Your champions enter a room and immediately your connection with them is strengthened. You feel a rush of relief wash across the entire party. The chamber is quiet. They have a soft trickle of water from a large fountain in the far corner of the room. A soft light falls from an unknown source above, illuminating a large stone statue in the center of the room. The statue is extremely simple in nature, being little more than a large plus sign. Rakim collapses next to the fountain, letting his gear and weapons spill across the floor. Now this is the kind of room I could get used to. So peaceful and inviting, I feel as if I am back in the endless forests. I feel so good here, all my worries are suddenly gone. We'd best be careful. To Kayla's surprise, no one seems to pay her any attention, even Whisper laughs at one of Rakim's jokes. Ah, my little man, I didn't think I could ever be so amused. With a grin, Eric removes some food from his bag and sits on the side of the fountain. He offers a piece to Boron, who cheerfully accepts. We may not find a better place. Let's stretch out and relax for a few moments. As Kane sits down against the wall, Maeve falls down next to him, resting her head on his shoulders. Is this place taken? Ellipses. There's something about this room. It makes me feel as if everything is as it should be. Mind if I take a cat nap? Kane studies the marksman's perfect face as she closes her eyes. You can feel his shield guard's defenses lower as he agrees with Maeve. There is indeed something about this room. A sudden jolt of embarrassment sends Kane stumbling to his feet. He gently slides his pack and rolled tunic beneath Maeve's head. I need to tend to my weapons. I'll wake you when it's time to move on. 1 sec. A portal is opened. Symbol room plus is the thing we just got. That's a crack in time space. The glowing symbol plus hovers in midair, slowly spinning in place. Such a simple symbol could hold nearly any meaning in this place, yet somehow your champions feel positive the correct answer will come to them. There's also this fountain. Let's take a look what the fountain provides. Attribute points plus 3. Alright. I'll take it. No. You need to put... Oh, we also have 2 attribute points on her. Right, I forgot about those. We're just gonna put them both into speed. She's getting closer to where I want her to be in terms of damage. I'm gonna start just smashing through might and speed as much as I can. And then we'll work on master with whatever we have left. She needs more power. If only we could get multiple things from that. We can't go across the energy bridge, it doesn't do anything. And so we have to go back through the crack in time space, I guess. The teleport device returns your party to the tower. Though the environment is not familiar, peering over the ledge, your champions now diverse, they see nothing but darkness below. Great, another bottomless pit. Not the most hospitable of places, is it? And why should it be? Oh, the Avatar's back. The voice startles the group and causes Kane to draw his weapons under narrowed eyes. Ahead, the familiar crackle of energy appears, followed by the reappearance of the tower avatar. The representation of the tower appears bright red in color and emits a macabre red halo. One does not welcome one's enemies. How many times do we have to tell you we're not your enemy? And yet you ally with them. Those alien annihilators, do not deny it. I can sense their energy all about you. We're not allying ourselves with anybody. We simply want to reach the bottom of the tower, and we'll pass anyone, friend or foe, to reach it. You have no idea what creatures you're dealing with. Right and wrong is absent from their nature. For many years, They have been trying to destroy me. Trying to overload the mana collection apparatus is taking much of my focus and power to avoid catastrophe at their hands, and I won't let you help them. Don't you listen to a word we say, sprite lady. We're not trying to help them do anything. Forget it, Master Smith. She listens to no voice but her own. The time for words is over. Now we must let our steel speak for us. You were just like all the others he's brought here. I should have never aided you below the first level. I should have destroyed you the moment I met you, a mistake I will remedy this instant. Although she won't fight us directly, she'll summon more enemies instead. Bunch more mechs. We've killed these things en masse. Ooh, okay. Hang on. Let's just pause for a sec here. We have Maeve and we have Eric. And we have Whisper in this one and our Engineer in the other. Okay. We need to get her into position to use this, and then we'll do that. Almost broke open that one. That's almost broken too. You do your thing here, just so those are distracted for a moment. And we will actually do that too. We don't even need to do a big attack to open this one up. It's going to open pretty fast. Ow. Alright. Where do we want to do this fight? I mean, here is fine, I guess. In this little hall area. We need our Titan. Thamior, did you get bigger all of a sudden? Maybe not. Where did that guy come from? We are almost... Our healer's almost dead. That's really bad news. We need to keep him alive at all costs. Actually, just do that. 1 second till we can heal. There we go, we should be fine now. 21% done. We're all good. We're fully healed. We have pretty decent mana. Stay out of that. I hate long-range things. That should kill that one pretty easily, I hope. I guess our Titan's standing alone over there. It's gonna die. I don't have anything to heal with it, or heal it with at the moment. No, Titan, no, you're gonna die. Maybe not. Hang on. Maybe not. Heal you. No, don't run that way. Stop. No, you're going out of the heal beam. That's stupid. Goodbye, Titan. They're coming from every direction. Maybe we should fight him down here. Move. Don't stand in whatever that was. We got little golems. Four seconds till we can heal again. No. Why is everyone moving out of the heal? Good enough. %63 done. Why can't you move? There we go. We can do this. This is gonna... it might kill her. No, it's definitely gonna kill her. Everything has reflect magic, or at least 2 things have reflect magic. Crap. Oh crap, that's our healer. Reflect magic is so dumb. We might still be able to win this. It's just gonna be close. She died from her own thing because of reflect magic, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Oh, that bow is gonna kill us, probably, unless we run away. We have 20 seconds to try and... please somebody kill that thing. Oh crap. That's bad news. Alright, let's run. Oh dear. Yay! We might be okay after all. Go little titans. Little golems. Crap, that's a bow. Oh, I healed. How did I heal? Not even sure. Do these things heal on hit? I don't think so. Hooray! That was way closer than it should have been. Free speed has a pretty decent ring. Okay, that's going to be the end of our video here, though. We are out of time. We'll grab this chest and we'll call it here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'll just see you next time. Take care.